everyone, I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. She's a singer, a host. Her hands are just about in everything. Oh, and let me not forget, she's had the opportunity to sing for Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton and President Barack Obama, Miss Gena Chambers. Hi, Gena.
Hi.
Thank you for having us here today in your salon.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure, always.
So who is Gena Chambers?
Gena Chambers is a very complex woman. She's a mother, she's a daughter, she's a hairstylist, she's a Renaissance woman. She does a little bit of everything. She's, just a country girl from Columbia, South Carolina. I come from a family of musicians. My dad sings, plays. My brothers both sing and play. I have two older brothers. My mom doesn't sing though.
Your mom doesn't
No,
sing.
we don't let her sing. I love you, Mom. But yeah, I come from a musical family, raised in church. Like most of the R&B soul singers, you start out, singing gospel, and you just kind of grow from there.
So when did you start singing?
My dad was in a band when I was growing up, so they had rehearsals in the garage. So I remember probably as early as about 4 or 5.
Okay.
Really just kind of hanging out and singing with them, and then doing the little sunshine choir at church, and the little sunshine choir at church, and that kind of thing. So it's just been in my life, and music has just been in my life since I was born.
So are you a singer or a singer-songwriter?
Yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter.
Is there a special place you like to write music?
Yeah, there's a little place not far from here. It's a beautiful little park, and most times it's very quiet. It has a beautiful fountain that is, that great background noise, that little white noise that you need sometimes. But it's a very peaceful place, and I like to go and sit on the swings and just swing and write and think and, think about life and love. And
do you ever get audience out there when you're,
Every once in a while, there's like this little amphitheater stage that sometimes I just can't quite resist it, so I just have to kind of go out there and just do a little something, and they stop and they look, and they're probably wondering, who is this crazy lady up there? But every once in a while I get a little audience, and and it works out. It's a pretty cool place though.
So who are your musical inspirations?
Earlier in my life, it was always the heavy hitters like Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, just that real true R&B soul thing. But as I got a little bit older and started really singing with bands, it moved into like the Chaka Khans, the Regina Bells, Brandy, Layla Hathaway, Anita Baker. The true songstresses of our time, of my time anyway.
What are you normally thinking about when you're singing? What goes through your head?
Most of the time, I'm really just thinking about my audience, like being able to read them to see what they want or what they're interested in, like what their mood is. When I start doing a song, if they like it, or if I have an older crowd, I do things that would appeal to them. Or if I have a younger crowd, I do things that maybe are a little more, current. But for me, my thing is to always make sure that they know that they're important, because without them, my show would be nothing. So, it's always making sure that I have this connection with them, that they understand that I realize that they're there.
Right.
So if it means, pointing somebody out when they come in, oh my gosh, I love your dress, girl, give me your shoes, or a lovely couple sitting on the side, are y'all date night? Or, it's just always pulling them into what I do.
you had the opportunity to actually sing the national anthem for Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton and President Barack Obama.
Yes.
How was that experience?
You know, it was so awesome. Like, I was so honored to have even been asked and considered for such, you know, for such a momentous occasion like that, because, you know, of him, President Obama being our first African American president. I mean, there are no words to really describe how overwhelmed I felt that day with everybody, but I was just so proud, you know, at that moment to just be in the midst.
So what can we expect from Gena Chambers in 2018?
Well, Gena Chambers is still working. She's still learning. She's still singing. And my project, Love Me, will be out in 2018. So you'll be able to get that on all major media outlets, which I'm really excited about that. I did it here with producer Paul Whitley, and everything on there I wrote myself.
Everything.
Yes, everything. And it was pretty. It was a really crazy time for me, but I still found a way to write about love. You know, and it's kind of like, you know, no matter what's going on in your life, as long as you have people around you that love you, that really support what you do, you know, nothing else matters.
So where can fans follow you?
You can find me on all social media. Facebook, Gena Chambers, that's Gena Chambers. On Instagram, it's Gena Chambers Music. And on Twitter is Gena Chambers _music.
Well, guys, you heard it right here. You know where to follow her. You know where to hear some of her music and some of the venues that she's going to be performing at here in the Queen City. That's our show. Thank you for joining Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. Would you take us out with a little song?
Sure, only if you help me though.
Oh, goodness. Okay, what do you want me to do?
Well, let's do this. You ready?
I'm ready.
You gonna party with me?
I'm gonna party with you.
Here we go. You captured effortlessly. That's the way it was. Happened so naturally. I did not know it was love. The next thing I felt was you holding me close. Oh, what was I gonna do? I let myself go. And now we're flying through the stars. I hope this night will last forever. You gonna help me? Oh, 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 oh. Ain't nobody I love me better, makes me happy, and makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody, loves me better than you.
We walking in the studio right now. Let me talk to you.
Alright, what's good with y'all, man? Alright?
Nothing much.
You good? What's good with it? Give me a second to go check on y'all session real quick.
Alright, cool. You already killed his verse?
Yeah, man.
You already know going. So I know my hook. I know my whole section gonna be tight. What about y'all?
Yeah, I know my verse gonna be the hardest.
We'll see. I don't think so.
We ready? Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing, man.
Alright, thank you.
For sure. Do your thing, man.
Hey, my verse going first this time. Man, no, it's not because my verse is better than yours, always. See, bro, you always say that, but it's not true. Actually, it is true, man. What are you talking about?
Hey! Chill with all that, bro. Y'all messing up my whole vibe. I ain't come here to argue. You coming to work. So chill. Matter of fact, I got something I want to lay down anyway, man. Y'all get out.
You a sucker. You tell mama.
I don't care.
Rich, baby. Yeah. Let's ride records, baby. You're so amazing, baby. I'ma show you how to treat a lady. Hey, pretty lady, would you like to be my baby? Looking at your smile, girl, it reminds me of a day. Something so pure, something so real. Sometimes I don't even know how to feel. This is something that I know is not fake. Cause haters gon' hate, yeah. My one and only baby. my baby, my one and only lady. You know you're amazing, you're driving me crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, I really don't want to be crazy. I just want you to be my baby, so I can show you how you supposed to treat a lady. Them other girls, woo, hold up, they be playing. So sit back and listen to what Lil Richie saying. You everything I ever wanted, I've been praying. I like to thank God for sending me amazing young lady, my baby, my one and only baby. I'ma treat her like a lady, girl, when I'm around you, I really don't know what to do. Girl, you is my baby, my one and only lady. You know you're amazing, you're driving me crazy, crazy, crazy. Look how you dress, can't you see that my head gone? Hands down, you the best, can't you see that my mind blown? I treat you special, care about you, I respect you. Nothing I wouldn't do for you, I'll show you, I'll protect you. Do the thing and then I'ma be here through every situation. You ain't perfect and I know that, but don't see no complications. And loving you and making you my one and only baby. And I'm speechless to the different, Lord knows that you're amazing, amazing. My one and only baby, I'ma treat her like a lady, girl, when I'm around you, I really don't know what to do. Girl, you is my baby, my one and only lady. You know you're amazing, you're driving me crazy, crazy, crazy. Right here, for my special lady, I like to tell y'all y'all amazing. My baby, my lady.
Hello everyone, I'm Laura Starling and welcome to Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. How do I describe our guest? She's a fantasy artist, fairy jewelry designer. She's detailed in her craftsmanship and creates beautiful works of art. Her name is Ambur Rose. Hi, Ambur.
Hi. Thank you for inviting me.
Wonderful. So, who is Ambur Rose?
Ambur Rose is an artist that loves creating anything and everything. Anything that sparkles. I mean, it has to come into being. It just does.
So, when did you start your design journey? Because you saw your mom sewing clothes. You didn't want to do that.
Oh, definitely.
So, what prompted you to design jewelry?
Jewelry is a great building block for creativity. If you look at jewelry, it can be worn with or without clothing, but it can be worn with any outfit. It can be worn with anything that you choose to accompany it. It enhances the person. With a dress or with a shirt, you're only stuck to that style. With jewelry, you're putting something that enhances the person in you. So it draws you into the person, not to the appearance.
What types of materials do you use in your jewelry creation?
I use vintage, retro, and modern findings. Anything that actually appeals to the eye. It really depends on what I come across, because a lot of what I come across I cut, sand, and really shape into connecting. The way I design is making sure that it has the articulate eye, that when it's photographed, not only is it being photographed in front of the camera, but from the camera offset, you can just walk anywhere with it. And that's what it is. I mean, you basically want to keep everything in mind, everything from the piece that you're creating to the person who's wearing it, to how it's going to be worn and where it's going to be worn.
How many hours or weeks does it take to create a full body?
This piece right here, it took months. It took at least 2 months.
2 months?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Well, you know, you're talking about the design in itself, and wow, I mean, you can't rush something that is meant to really be something. A lot of the things that I make that are not quite as well, they're more economical for for people are singulars, and I've got some vintage pieces here in this headpiece, which is reversible. You can wear it the back to the front and the front to the back. It's also here in the singular piece. What I do is I will take singular pieces or pieces that I can find from vintage bracelets that have been broken down, or earrings that have been really terribly treated, and I give them a second life and I put them into a necklace. And they'll range from anywhere from 20 to 75. And if you notice those pearls on there, a lot of the pearls that I use, the faux pearls, are actually from vintage Carol Lee pieces. This is the headpiece from the Game of Thrones shoot, and I actually, it's been in quite a few, in fact, would you like to try it on?
I would love to try it.
Oh, well, thank you. It has been in quite a few photo shoots since as well. And I'm going to actually center that correctly and make sure that we have it perfectly centered. Now, this has been featured in Fairy Magazine, their website, their social media. I was fortunate enough to work with some fabulous, incredible photographers that have shot this. So time and time again, it is the tried and beautiful. Thank you.
Love it.
So you look like you are all decked out.
I'm going somewhere. I don't know where I'm going.
Well, you are wearing the everlasting piece that I just finished. We're not even talking days ago.
So
days
what
ago.
Is this all made of? Can you?
Okay. Well, we're talking about steel muted chain that is being cabled and linked with individual double-linked crystal findings. Now, these crystal findings, now you see them weaving throughout the chain.
Yes.
I actually wove them throughout the chain myself.
Wow.
And put them into what you see happens to be the trim. I had to hand create the trim, and it took me hours and hours and hours. So linking the trim together to make it look, and then just actually drape it. Get that to where it drapes the way I want it to curve. And the links, it's just incredible. The amount of crystal on that. You look absolutely beautiful on you. It does. It does.
Oh my gosh. So your designs are truly works of art.
Oh, thank you so
Truly.
much. I'm flattered. Thank you.
So I know that some of the jewelry you have, and I think it's the necklaces,
Yes.
that you have the keepsake card.
Yes. Yes. In fact, here's the keepsake card for my necklace,
So
which is
why
delightful.
did you decide to include a keepsake card?
Well, you know, a keepsake card is something that belongs to the person, that can be handed down to their daughter. Because there's always a story to something. I mean, something that your mother gave to you, and something that you're going to give to your daughter has a history. And, you know, if we knew the story behind that, and if it was written down, just how special is that? So it's special enough to have that story, to have that belonging. So that's why I do keepsake cards for necklaces.
Is there a website?
Yes, you can actually go to amburrose.com, And you can actually look at my jewelry through the gallery. It's no problem.
So that's amburrose.com. That's
Yeah.
AMBUR.
Exactly, with a U.
With a U, not with an E. You heard it right here, guys. Thank you for joining our show. I want to thank you so much, Ambur, for being here telling us about your beautiful design. Hello everyone, I'm Laura Starling and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. He's a Liberian prince, known for his event, Sex with Food. A man that knows his way around the kitchen. He calls himself Chef Dubb. So let's meet Chef Dubb. Hi Chef Dubb.
How you doing?
Tell me where you're from.
I'm originally from Providence, Rhode Island. I grew up in a small town on the eastern coast of North Carolina called Bethel. We call that a nation for all my friends at home. But I grew up in the country.
In the country?
I'm a country boy.
Okay.
I'm a country boy.
So when did you realize that you had a passion for cooking?
Crazy story. I was at this beauty salon and this lady named Miss Johnson. Oh my God, Miss Johnson. I had the biggest crush on Miss Johnson. She always used to say, like, my dream dude would be somebody that can cook for me and do my hair. So when I heard that, it was automatic. It was automatic. I was like, oh yeah, this is another reason for me to cook.
Miss Johnson, do you hear this? That's why he learned how to cook, because he wanted to impress you.
I wanted to impress Miss Johnson. Yes, I did. That's a true story.
So did you go to culinary school?
I did go to culinary school.
What school?
Johnson Wells University.
Johnson Wells University here?
Yes, in Charlotte, actually in Charlotte.
Wonderful. Shout out to Johnson Wells University.
J-Woo.
So what are you preparing for us today?
Today I'm going to be preparing a salmon and shrimp scampi.
Okay.
But before we do that, let's have a glass of wine.
Oh, I like that. I like where you're going with this.
Let's have a glass of wine.
Wonderful. So you call yourself Chef Dubb. Where does that come from?
Chef Dubb. Actually, my first name is Winston, and Dubb is just short for W.
Short for W. Okay.
So Chef
okay.
Dubb, yeah.
Okay.
And I just always kept Dubb. It was always Dubb. That was one of my nicknames, so I kept it, and it was always Chef Dubb.
Cheers to the meal you created. All right.
That's good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But I know there's certain, chefs that you admire, and why.
Chef Cassie Gibson. I was in high school. We had to do a senior project, and I had to do community service with my, with the person I was doing it with. And Chef Cassie Gibson was the person that really really put that that put the seal on it. Like, once this is what you need to do.
Right.
So,
right. So what are you cooking for us today? Because I'm hungry.
I'm going to do something special. I'm going to do a Chef Dubb pasta.
All right.
I call it a Chef Dubb pasta. It has a lot of things in it, but it's simple. And you can do this at home as well. So we're going to get started.
Okay.
This meal actually is very good. This is probably one of the first things that I really learned how to make. Salmon, peppers, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of Chef Dubb seasoning. I can't give y'all everything. But so peppers, and my salmon, my shrimp. We're gonna cut the peppers up first. Just clean the inside of the peppers so the seeds and stuff won't get in. Chef McCall, the knife is down. Chef McCall used to get at me all the time, like, Winston, you gotta put that knife down before they get all the way through. I'm like, Chef, don't cut your hands. Same thing with the red. And this is like certain things that you just do at home. It's not too hard. You got time.
I'm already getting excited, and he's only cut up the peppers.
We're gonna do this with the peppers.
I love the green and red.
Got to have, it's color.
It's color.
They got to have color. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute my vegetables.
Okay.
I got a couple more, spinach and also onions.
Okay.
We're gonna saute these and we're gonna get started.
All right.
Oil. Put that in there.
I hear the sizzle already. Are you gonna tell everybody what the seasoning is?
That's that Chef Dubb seasoning.
That's the Chef Dubb seasoning. You're not gonna get it from him.
That's that Chef Dubb seasoning. The vegetables getting to where it needs to be.
It smells delicious.
So now we're gonna do the same thing with your salmon. Add some seasoning. Don't let that sear just a little bit.
Now what side you're putting in there?
Little wine.
The wine? Oh, we have double wine. I love it.
Salmon. Add some butter just for your pasta so it won't be so sticky. And after you see it on both sides, it's already on.
Just pop it in the oven.
Pop it in the oven.
Oh man, I'm excited. So tell me about sex with food.
Sex with food. Sex with food is an event that I did for Mother's Day weekend. That was my first event. That was a big event. I actually dedicated that to my mom. I lost my mom to breast cancer. When you think about sex with food, the first thing that comes to mind, like,
yeah, exactly. What is sex with
food? What is
food?
that? Sex with food is just a name. It's just to catch your attention. But my food is basically, it was an event that, you know, my creativity and show. The event was real good. It had a lot of things that you can taste, and it was just a dope, really a dope event. The second one is coming, so.
When is the second one coming?
That's why I don't want to give you too much right now. The second one is coming, but the second one is going to be late November, early December.
Okay. So how can your followers, like, how can they find you? How can they book you?
So you can follow me on Instagram, _Chef Dubb, Snapchat, Liberian_Prince, Facebook, Chef Dubb, The Real Chef Dubb, DUBB, double B's. So you can definitely follow me on that. You can contact me on any social network. So call me. Call me.
Guys, call him. You heard him. Chef Dubb, the Liberian Prince, knows his way around the kitchen. So you know you're gonna love him. This is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. Let's eat. All right.